Speaking of FIFA.
Yesterday. Wait a second, yesterday.
Did you two have a battle royale?
That was the first time I played it properly, as in sat down. Like, I know we've played it here and
You know
stuff.
what's funny? I didn't even say it. This guy got G'd up. I had him over to do the shelves in my house.
Which looked awesome.
Hey, the shelves look killer.
What are they, like floating shelves?
I'll show you.
Yeah. You know when you walk in and it's got that shelf to the left
Yes.
under the clock?
Yes.
Two of them, right on the right-hand side where the pantry is, that big gap, that space above the bin. Look at that, man.
Put that one up.
Ah.
In the study, and then you put that in the kitchen.
Yeah, one in the studio, two in the kitchen.
Booze on the top shelf.
Yeah, man. Top shelf booze.
And the toys in the studio, I like that.
Yeah.
I like floating shelves are the best.
Do you know what the thing was, man? With the studio stuff, yeah? Like, my big thing when I used to produce out of my bedroom was I never had room for all my gear, like instruments, just mixers, like all the shit. I was literally climbing over stuff, yeah? And like, that's how I destroyed like one of my laptops because I stood on the fucking cable while it was plugged in. I broke a guitar like that because it fell off a bed. Like, it was like random crap, yeah?
Unorganized, Dimitri.
No, there's no room, man. Like, dude, you gotta remember, like, picture a bedroom, right, with a double bed in it, a bedside table and a desk, right?
I could have come over and Tetrised it in.
No, dude. I had this, like, you couldn't work it because then you got to add 2 guitar amps, 3 guitar cases.
Dude, I'm the room setter upper.
I'm telling you now, there was no way you could have feng shuied this thing any better, man.
Fitter-innerer.
So when I got my studio, the big thing for me was the fact that there was now a studio. Like, do you know what I mean? Like a room, no bed. I could just walk in and just get my work done. But then all my little artifacts, like a few travel possessions, a few birthday gifts, like, you know, a picture frame, like all that sort of, like all these toys, they cluttered up the desk. And the one thing I didn't want was clutter on the desk. You wanted to be able to, like, all you had was your guitar tuner, guitar pick, a set of headphones, the mouse and keyboard. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? So then I said, you know what, I could add a shelf here and just, it's mad. It actually, it makes
So I came along with my little drill.
Clear desk, clear mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Big time.
But we put those up.
Yeah, and dude, I didn't even say anything. This guy walked in because he said to me yesterday, because I left work early yesterday because of my toe. Like, I couldn't walk.
Handyman Trollman strolls in.
He strolls in and we just started talking about, like, what are we doing?
I'm picturing him with one of those belts, like the builder's belts. And he's got a hat on, and he's got all the tools.
I love doing that stuff.
So do I.
Yeah, I love, like, doing renos and home stuff.
I love fixing shit up.
Yeah. So when he said, can you come past and give me a hand? I'm like, yeah, man.
So he comes over, and I'd been playing FIFA all day because my toe was fucked. I couldn't walk, so I was just sitting at home.
Door in his, like, shorts.
Yeah, man. He comes in, he's like,
hanging out to the side.
All right, so this is what we're going to do.
I can see.
We're going to play FIFA. We're going to put these shelves up, and we're going to play FIFA again. I'm like, done.
So I put my drill on charge.
Set it down for a second.
Yeah. And we started, man. The tournament began.
I'm surprised you got the shelves done once you sat down and played FIFA.
We played, how many games did we play? Like 2 or 3?
We played 3. We played England, Germany, and Spain.
Oh, leagues. Yeah, leagues.
And then we took a break, and then we put simulation. We put Peru versus Slovenia.
It's a simulation just in the background.
Slovenia won 2-0.
Random.
Yeah.
The record.
And then, then we
did the shelves. And then we played Tottenham versus... Hang on. It was Tottenham versus Arsenal.
Yeah, and then... No. Oh, sorry, Man U, Arsenal.
Oh, yeah. No. You went Tottenham to start off with, man. Tottenham, Arsenal, and then it was the German... It was Bayern versus... Dortmund?
Yeah.
Bayern versus Dortmund?
Yeah.
Then we did one more. I can't remember what it was.
It was Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Yeah, Barca, Real Madrid. Did the shelves?
Beat me every time. 2-1.
2-1, like, yeah, it was all, like, close.
2-0, 2-1.
Yeah.
Gimme.
And then...
Wait for it.
We did the shelves. Then we sat down and we played...
the 2 legs. Tottenham, Man City.
Tottenham, Man City. He won the first leg, like, 1-0. And then the second leg was in the wet. And my players were just not responding, man. It was all over the joint. And I just gave up. He smashed me like 5.
Aggregate was 7-2.
Yeah.
I can see Dimmy making excuses for the
No, I'm serious.
No, he didn't.
The excuse thing.
No. And the comment of the night, I did my best work in the wet, mate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, but that was good. I got my bearings, like, 'cause it takes a little while. Like,
yeah, it's different.
It's
the
a bit
mechanics
heavier.
are different.
Yeah, it's a bit more, like, so realistic that the little touches, like, because you're getting better at it, man. Like, just the little touches, the little finesse stuff.
Every time a new FIFA comes out, it's kind of like, it's like this little bit of, like, room where you're, like, trying to get, you feel like it feels weird,
like
but then once you get used to it...
Yeah, the first few games I was nowhere, because I was overrunning too much because I put the turbo button on, and I was overrunning, and he'd just do a little shimmy.
You gotta watch their feet, you gotta watch the players' feet, big time.
Yeah, so, but the second leg we did was like, I was all over it.
That
mate.
wet,
Dele Alli,
that game,
the big wet.
The wet game was fucked, man. It was just like running in mud, man. You couldn't even move him. It was fucked up.
And I was kicking some killer goals.
No excuses, dude. You beat me fair and square. I'm not
I had some
making
good goals,
excuses.
though. Like, some decent goals.
But, dude, I've been playing FIFA, like, non-stop. Since I got it, I've played Battlefield for 5 minutes. I'm just like, I can't.
FIFA, man. It's the best.
It's the best.
So when I
the
walked
best
in, he
game.
was doing his career mode.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And I saw his character. It's awesome.
Dude, my career, man.
Kabutso.
Kabutso, man. Massimo.
Yeah, must have
What,
been.
dude?
I've got him. He's represented Italy so far in the World Cup qualifiers. Smashed
He just
it.
looks like a young toddy.
He keeps getting like man of the match, like hat tricks and like just gold, like just killed it, man. He's just, and I keep knocking back offers. You know what happened? I had because I was playing with Juventus, yeah, and then somewhere along through the first couple of seasons, I wasn't getting games, like as in because you're ranked like 60 something, you're shit.
Yeah.
And so I got a contract offer from Avellino, and they're like, do you want to play out the rest of the season here? La la la. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, like let's go there. Dominated that, right? Like, best player in the team, killed it, and just basically took them from the bottom into the top 4. So they're pushing for Serie A, like
all off your boot
promotion. Yeah, man, just dominated, and just eventually they recalled me back to Juventus at the end of the season, and since the start of the season, still like getting like got hat tricks, 1 goal, like dominating most of the games, like 4 out of 5 games I'll dominate. And they keep offering me contracts, more money, but like I got offered a contract at like Bari and Verona Hellas. Like they kept
Serie B.
Yeah. Like they kept offering me. The only decent league that offered me a proper thing was the Belgian league, like
Ghent.
Yeah,
Or something.
yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to Belgium. Like fuck Juventus, man. Like fuck this.
When
shit.
I had the old FIFA, I always used to get offers from Ajax.
You know what made me laugh, man? I was telling Fabiani at work about it, right? Because I said, he goes, you've been playing FIFA. I saw it. I go, yeah, man, like, you got to jump on. He goes, what have you been doing? So I explained it to him. He's like, Avellino. I go, yeah. Because that's where Tony Soprano's from. I go, what? He goes, yeah. Okay, that's a fact. Because, the character Tony Soprano is from Avellino.
You got to go play for them.
Yeah, in the series, he goes back to Italy to the roots. He's at Avellino. I go, that's mad. I go, how's that for some random knowledge, man?
Cool, that's cool.
Avellino.
FIFA, opening up borders, man.
Bad, man.
I'm looking forward to a FIFA Royale.
No, we've got to have a FIFA night.
Yeah, man.
At Dim's.
I can't
We'll
wait.
get some pizzas and beers, and we'll play some FIFA.
Oh, dude, it's on. Have you been playing at all?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When are we doing it? We've got to do it.
He's pumped.
I don't need to practice. I'm already up there, so
Actually, you know what I want to mention?
I'll let you peasants practice. And
Oh, you
Peasants?
cocky.
Calm down, man.
This guy.
Peasants. Dude, I played him online. We had like 5 games.
I won the cup.
Yeah, you won the cup. Was I getting smashed?
No.
You won
Nah.
the battle, but you didn't
It was
win
like
the war.
1-1, 1-0, 2-1, 2-0.
That was closer than what it was when we played
Yeah,
here.
man. And that was with lag and delay over the net.
Yeah.
Get fucked. It's straight away, man. He's writing me off like I don't know how to play video
You know
games.
what? I've got my feel now, man. I want to smash her.
Bring it.
I was going to bring this up like last week when I first got FIFA because I started seeing all the old plays again. Suarez.
Oh, Suarez.
Right.
The rat.
The rat.
The biting rat.
Dude, that's a mental illness.
Yeah.
The bite, yeah. And he did it repeatedly.
Yeah, for the people that don't know, who wants to like
No, so
tell the world who Suarez
let the
is.
soccer
Luis
expert.
Suarez, great player, striker, whatever. Played for like Liverpool. They started out in the lower leagues in like Spain and Holland and stuff like that. Played for Ajax and stuff, and then he moved to Liverpool, and that's when his biting odyssey began. He just out of nowhere. I don't know if it's frustration or what.
I think that's what it came down to.
But he just bit people.
Yeah.
Like, and then he did it again at the World Cup when he bit the Italian guy,
Yeah.
Chiellino, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's got to be some form of tick. Like, he's got something wrong with him. Like,
Plus, he looks like a rat.
he looks like a rat.
Go fuck.
His teeth are...
Oh, he looks
You
like
know what? Do me a favour.
What did
to
he
our
cop
listeners.
for the biting? What did he actually cop, man? A fine.
I'll have a look now.
Yeah?
But to our listeners, have a look and go on Google and put in Luis Suarez memes, and look at
Who was he playing for when he first bit someone?
Liverpool.
Liverpool, and then he got booted out and went to
Man City.
Man City, and then now he's at.
He did some more biting at Man City, I think. Continued the biting at Man City, I think, didn't he?
He never played for Man City.
Didn't he?
No, man.
I'm tripping.
Was it straight to bus?
Straight to Barca because, see, one of the ploys were, what happened was, I reckon the second time he bit in Liverpool, I reckon it was a ploy. Because if he did it again, they knew Liverpool, because Barcelona wanted him. I reckon, this is my conspiracy. I'm a sports conspiracy theorist, man. So he bit the first time, and then he bit the second time. Now, the second time is when Barcelona wanted him, right? and they knew that Liverpool were not going to budge. They were not going to budge.
Oh, makes
So
sense.
I
Makes
reckon
sense.
he did a little nibble, right?
I'll tell you what, coach, I'll just nibble on his arm a little bit.
Right. So, and then they knew that Liverpool would not put up with that shit. And then Barca came there and said, "We'll give you like 70 million for him."
Snap him up.
And he has not been anyone fucking since.
You reckon?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I never thought about that, but that makes sense.
Because I was going to say,
That's just where I'm.
the
like,
man's biting people. That's clearly a mental illness. Like, that's fucked. That's
messed up.
that's behavioural issues hard.
Yeah.
But what they do, they rewarded him with a new contract at Barcelona.
Well,
can you imagine if you bit someone at work? I bring it up all the time. Because I remember Arch at work was defending him. Arch at work was defending him. Like, Arch is a massive Liverpool supporter, yeah? He was defending him. And he's like, oh, yeah, he's got some issues. I go, issues? I go, can you imagine what would happen if I beat you right now, man? What would happen to me? You'd bash me, and then I'd get thrown out and probably, like, sent away for a good couple months. You know what I mean?
You get one of those Hannibal Lecter masks. Wheel
They
out.
reel me in through the turnstiles
yeah.
at the front.
Just he comes in the Hannibal
Just
leg.
gnashing. No, that's fucked up, man.
It is,
But,
yeah.
like,
That's not
fucked up.
does that make sense to you though?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because Barcelona came back with their first offer, and Liverpool said, "Nah, fuck you. We're not fucking budging. We're not selling Suarez. We're not selling him. Like, go away. You can sign him in 4 years when his contract's up. Piss off." And then a few weeks later, he bit the second time, and Liverpool's like, "Man, I think we need to get rid of this guy because."
It happened in a matter of weeks.
Yeah, dude. Like,
not, not like
no,
a year
it happened,
later.
No, it happened in the space of like 4 weeks, 2 times.
Yeah, they probably said to him, get out of your contract somehow.
So Barca came there, shaking, like rubbing their hands together, going, "Here's 70 million. We'll take him from you."
Hey guys, he's biting again. Quick.
Honestly, he's been on fire ever since, mate. He is like just. I reckon it was a ploy to get him to Barca.
How old is he? I was just saying,
He's a goal machine, man.
because I was looking up the career goal, the career mode in FIFA, like what I'm playing.
29.
Oh really? So he's getting to the end of his sort of thing. And I was saying how online, like some of the comments were like, it's shit how these players start to deteriorate at 30. Like when you hit the age of 30 or so, like they start slowing
Ibrahimovic.
down. Yeah, like in the career mode.
Yeah.
Or, Diego
And then
Costa.
someone said, no, that's actually great.
Costa.
Costa's 27.
Oh, is he?
The guy looks like he's 60.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Dude,
Oh, so it's like Chris Yaron.
I swear, he's the oldest, oldest
The Chris
24 year
Yaron of the soccer league.
Yeah, man. Dude, I can tell you exactly how old this guy. He's 20. He just turned 28.
Like an Eddie Betts.
Dude, that is.
Dude, think about it. Yaron is like 6 years younger than us.
Yeah.
Look at us. Like,
Yaron looks 50.
Yeah,
He looks a lot older than us.
I'll tell you, Suarez, right? Started his career in Uruguay, obviously, for Nacional. And then Groningen, some fucking hack team. Then he moved to Ajax, right?
Did
From
he?
2007 to 2011. Played 110 games, 81 goals. Liverpool, 2011 to 14. 110 games again, 69 goals. From 2014, for Barcelona, this is how much of a machine he is, man. 78 games, 68 goals. It's almost a goal a game, man.
It's a goal a game, minimum.
Against decent teams, like, they're not shit.
Yeah, you play Barca, you're not playing fucking, you know.
Suarez, man. Like, but I'm telling you, nothing's happened since the biting incident.
You know what I'm actually really disappointed with?
Maybe they're on the pills.
It's not off topic, it's still FIFA. You have no idea how disappointed I am that Ajax Athens is not in the rest of the world teams, man.
is.
You got PAOK, you got Panathinaikos, Olympiakos.
Yeah.
Ajax Athens isn't there.
Which is a shame, because that's one of the big four.
Shame, dude.
That's the big
Ajax
four.
Athens is literally one of the first teams
Yeah.
in the Greek league. Because
Yeah.
someone said to me, "Oh, what's the big deal with this shit?" I go, "Shit." They're the most successful Greek club outside of Greece, as in like playing in like Champions
Yeah.
League and all that sort of shit. They've won. They're the
You're in a
second
t-shirt
most
right now.
Yeah, I am, dude.
So why aren't they in there?
I don't know.
No. You know what?
I
Because
think-
Olympiacos.
I thought maybe because of licensing, right?
Maybe.
Maybe because of licensing. That's what Johnny Des was saying to me. Like a lot of the players and teams, they can't get on board because of licensing issues. But come on, man. Like having
Bucks in there.
not having Ajax Athens in FIFA
Yeah.
is like not having Collingwood in
In
an AFL game.
No shit.
Like, dude, I don't like Collingwood, but
you gotta have
you gotta
it,
have
yeah.
Essendon, Collingwood. Imagine that.
It's really weird.
How fucked up is
Must
that?
be a licensing thing. It has to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Because the big four is Olympiacos, AEK, Panathinaikos, and PAOK.
Basically, like in Athens, right? You got three teams: Panathinaikos, Olympiakos, and AEK. AEK are considered
Yeah.
the original Athenian team, So, like, anyone that knows their soccer would go for AEK. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, my cousin, who's not from Athens, like, I remember when I went in 2009, we sat down, like, in his apartment. This guy was, like, early 40s, bachelor, like, living on his own. It was the biggest sick cunt. All right? And we sat down.
Mitz.
And he said, Mitz, yeah, my cousin Mitzo. We turned the TV on, and there was a soccer game going on. It was, like, AEK versus Panathinaikos, it was, like, some derby.
Big
and then
games.
I just looked at it and, like, oh, soccer's on. I was like, you want to watch it? Yeah, it's fine. I go, who do you go for? He goes, AEK Athens. I go, really? I go, me too. He goes, people that know what the shit about soccer go for AEK. He goes, like as in like only people that know their shit go for AEK.
And where I'm from in the north, there's really there's teams.
One team. It's just one team in the north.
You got Iraklis, Hercules, the name after Hercules, like Iraklis. But there's shit. So, but it's only bulk.
It's one team. It's
bulk.
like Melbourne Victoria.
And they're
Melbourne,
hooligans hard, man. Like there's no fuck. Dude, I went to a game, man, and
Crazy.
I thought, dude, like I've never seen anything like that in my life. In my fucking, I know to this day, dude, I've been to Afghanistan. I've never seen shit like that before in my life, man. Like,
Just like flares and just yelling.
not even, dude. These guys carry weapons.
Dude, they're gangs. They're
Gangs, man.
They're forms. Like in the UK.
Ultras.
Like the movie, fucking whatever.
Yeah, like Football
Green
Factory,
Street
Street
Hooligans.
Hooligans.
So I've got that movie at my house.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Factory.
best movies, man.
Dude, we were going, like, my cousin's like, do you want to go to a game? I'm like, yeah, sweet, let's go. He's like, alright, so we're going to go with the boys. So, give you a quick backstory. They got clubhouses. Yeah? They forced 2 shop keepers out of their own shops, man. They threw, like, firebomb, like, what do they call it, petrol bombs through the window.
Yeah.
To try and get them out of there. They took over, like, 2-3 shops. Alright, that's their clubhouse now.
It's almost like bikie clubhouses.
Yeah,
isn't it?
man.
swear, it's really-
It's about soccer.
Yeah. And we went to this game, and we're talking, man, supporters would fight each other. If someone said something wrong or whatever.
Just passionate.
Dude, it's just the craziest shit. And if they see supporters from other teams, they steal their shirts. And that's why they put them at the front and set them on fire during the game.
Do you know much about European soccer?
Oh, dude, I'll
outside
show
of the
you.
UK?
I'll show you,
That's
man.
what makes me laugh when you see like the forms in the UK, right?
they got no
like
idea.
Scotland, like the Scottish
Yeah.
forms are fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah? And the UK, like the Premier League ones are mangled as well. But Australia, I'm just like, hooligan shit, huh? Go to Turkey and
mate.
see what happens with Fenerbahce and Galatasaray.
Forget
Like, it's fucked.
Nah. Go to Serbia and watch Partizan and fucking Red
Partizan
Star.
and Red Star.
Fuck, mate.
Croats
Guns, man. Guns.
Croats and fucking Serbs. Dude, like...
Mate.
I watched a doco years ago. It was they were following Fenerbahce and Galatasaray fans in Turkey, and then Red Star and Partizan in Serbia.
I've got to show this
In
guy
the
video. Keep going.
Yugoslavia.
Just with the camera like following you to
Yeah.
the
Like
games.
one of those Ross Kemp docos.
Yeah. Nice.
But like they
Love
were following Fenerbahce fans and Turkey. Yeah, dude. Bikie compounds. It's exactly like bikie. These guys had the scarves on their faces, covered in tats, like just strategies, formations.
Bulk, man. Just hooliganism, man. Just,
And
I'll
I
show you
see
another
it,
video. I'll show
and
you.
it used to bug me out. I'm like, dude, this is about football. These guys are fucking like literally assaulting
War.
man, like war over soccer. And then you think about it, like this is all they have. If this is all they have, then that's all they have, because it becomes like you think about it, yeah. Like say with AEK Athens, I know a bit about their history. I don't know, like as in I don't follow soccer like the way I do.
I'm all
my
over
old man was an AEK supporter, so I became an AEK supporter.
Yeah.
And like it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like my mum got me this, right? And on the back, like it says my mum Nemea, right? That's one of the biggest towns near my mum's village.
Yep.
It's got nothing to do with AEK, but my mum just got it done when she was there. She thought it would be funny.
That's cool, man.
Like,
Your
it's
mum's cool like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, it's mad, right? Like AEK Athens got formed because during pre-Ottoman, like during Ottoman occupancy, a lot of basically they were originally from Constantinople, like Istanbul, right, the capital of Turkey now. Oh, not the capital, but like Turkey, right?
Yeah.
They were from there, and they used to play soccer. And then during the war, and then post-war, there was a big refugee exchange, like a civilian exchange during the First World War, and then the Second one. So a lot of Greeks in the they were what's the name? Displaced? What's the word? You know, when
deported.
Yeah, like when they're deported or moved from Anatolia and Istanbul. They basically, it was like a big exchange, yeah? So a lot of Greeks were sent to Athens, and then a lot of Turks were sent back. So then basically all the Greeks from the eastern parts of Greece, which are now Turkish, they set up shop in Athens, and they got together, and it's like, well, we all played soccer, let's start
Let's
a
make
team.
a team. Yeah,
so
cool.
it became the Athenian, AEK stands for like basically the Athenian. Oh fuck, I've got to look it up. Of Constantinople, the caves for Constantinople.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so it's like a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
cool.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how it started.
That's
and
cool.
I thought, man, that's pretty cool. Like, there's history, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing happens with the AFL, man. Like, a lot of the players, they all started from little demographics like that, yeah?
Yeah.
And so, like, you can see why they go territorial and crazy when you've got, like, Ajax Athens in Athens.
Because it goes back to that time when they were warring.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
They were all put together. They were formed because of refugees displaced from Anatolia
There's
and
no
Istanbul.
fucking around, man. Like,
What pisses me off is when you got, like, Athenians playing PAOK up north, like where he's from, and they're brawling at the game.
oh, dude.
It's like, dude, you're all fucking Greeks. Like, relax.
Dude, you know,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
stadium, at Dumba, where Balk is, man, like, I remember walking up, because it's near my auntie's house.
What's the stadium like? Is that pretty...
Dude, it's, you know what? You know when you walk, the first time I ever saw it, and I got shivers, and I get shivers speaking about it, because, like, we were playing Olympiacos. Massive. Balk Olympiacos, like, man, like, hell on earth, man. We're walking to the stadium, and we're talking thousands of guys. We walk through the streets, like they're going to the stadium. And I remember because other supporters, like Olympiacos supporters, have to go through gates. They're all shielded gates because, and the cops are standing there. It's like the caged gates because they can still throw shit on top. They can stab them. They can do whatever. So, oh, dude, yeah, mate, wait till I show you. And we're walking through. And they were getting ushered through, and the Bulk supporters were trying to get them. They were brawling with cops and shit. And then there's a big sign in front of Dumba, man, and it says, "Welcome to hell."
Oh, what?
Welcome to hell. And there's Olympiacos jumpers hanging off the rafters, and Bulk supporters setting them on fire. It said, "Welcome to..." Dude, it was like going into jail. You know, like Mad Max styles, man. Like, you know, walking in. I'm like, getting my cousin, what the fuck is going on here? He's like, he goes in English. He goes, "Welcome to hell."
Do you want to get this? I'll put up some stats on Tumba.
It's like a hell pit.
Dude, I'll put up some stats on Tumba, right? Like Park Stadium. What do you reckon the capacity is?
Fuck all.
Picture like a stadium.
Yeah, I'll say 20,000.
Okay, the capacity is 28,703. Okay, what's that in Melbourne? What do we have that's 28,000?
Probably Amy
Like
Stadium.
Amy Park?
Yeah.
Yeah?
About 30,000.
What do you reckon the record attendance is? So you can fit 28,000 people there. What do you reckon the record attendance is?
40,000.
Is that your final answer, Mr. Wright?
45,000.
45,252. That was set in 1976. Dude, 45,000.
Just squashed in like sardines.
Can you imagine
All mental.
like an average? Can you imagine like an average Carlton St Kilda game at Etihad Stadium squeezing into Amy Park?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the riots like going off?
Dude, they had a segment on Bulk saying the top 10 hooligan firms in the world.
Yeah.
And Bulk made the
They're
top
one of them.
10.
They're one of them.
Yeah.
And, Partizan in Serbia, they're fucked. They're like
Partizan
one
are
of the Warsaw in Poland.
Yeah.
Those cunts are loopy though. Like that's a whole different level. In Russia, Turkey, Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce is always like up there. And Galatasaray,
I'll show you a video right after. I'll show you. I won't put it on
dude,
now.
You picture Collingwood Carlton matches, yeah? Or Collingwood Essendon matches or shit like that. Hawthorn Essendon matches. Like, it'll be a sellout crowd, and it's usually a really good game. But that's as far as it goes. You have like a Fenerbahce and Galatasaray derby. Dude, the military gets called out onto the streets.
No, I've seen that. In Turkey, they're fucked.
Dude, the military... Why would you call the military to come out?
Dude, I've been thinking of like AFL games where someone's yelled out a racist remark and security's ushered them out.
Yeah.
Please leave.
Yeah. Let me show him.
Please leave.
Let me show him something quick, right?
Complete polar opposite.
I'll show you something quickly,
That isn't polite. Please leave. Adam Goods is upset.
He's having a sook.
You're upsetting the players.
So obviously, like, where I'm from is really close to Turkey, and there's massive like brawls and shit, right? So Bulk went over to Turkey. We were playing UEFA League, right? And it was playing Fenerbahce.
Sorry, man. I just spit my Maximus up because it's going to make me laugh.
Did you see my face at the same time? Yeah. The face is what did it, wasn't it?
Bulk went over the border. So, we're talking...
Crossed enemy lines.
Dude, it was like 8 to 10 buses of full just Bulk supporters, right? And we were playing Fenerbahce in like round of whatever in UEFA. Fenerbahce supporters we crossed the border. It doesn't take long to get there from where I'm from.
Nah, it's nothing, man.
And they started throwing rocks at the buses. So this is what happened.
Just because you go for that team.
Yeah.
No. But this is also a Greece versus Turkey thing.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course, yeah.
But
yeah.
Balk and Fenerbahce, we're talking nutty supporters, man, from both sides. So the Turks started throwing fucking rocks and shit at the buses. So the buses stopped. Greece, the Balk supporters jumped out of the bus, started chasing him on Turkish land, man.
Whoa! Just streaming out of the bus.
See, that's
nutty.
nothing though. That's nothing. I'm just showing you, like, yeah.
Do you know what's fucked? My neighbour was Serbian.
I love that the door's open, they're just streams of
streaming
people
out.
just coming out.
And they had bats and shit running
You know
out.
what's
Like,
scary? My neighbour was Serbian and used to go for Partizan, right?
Let's tear this place apart.
Partizan have got the same colours as PAOK.
Well, they're
They're
alliance.
sister clubs. They're sister clubs.
Yeah,
PAOK,
they love each other.
Serbian Partizan and PAOK in
I'll show
Greece.
you a fan.
They've got the same theme song. They sing it to the same thing, and all the Serbians know the Greek one, and the Greeks
Yeah.
one know all the Serbs, like
Yeah.
the words, everything. Can you imagine, like, and sometimes they go to,
You know what's funny?
like, they
They've
go to each
played
other's
each other.
games.
Yeah.
So, like, if PAOK goes into Serbia to play Red Star or something, Serbians that support Partizan will go to the game
Go give them
with the
some
same
support.
colours on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, it's fucked. Like, dude.
A little bit of camaraderie.
Yeah.
In the sea of hate.
So at the same time, and
that's cool.
Juventus as well.
Yeah,
They've got the same
Juve.
colours,
We've
yeah.
got the Juve. Like, my cousin's got Juve tops.
Yeah, they all wear the same colours, black and white. So at the same time, you got camaraderie. You got Serbians singing Greek songs and Greeks singing Serbian songs.
Dude, that's like part of the ultras, man.
But it just becomes this warfare on land. I'm like, forget terrorism, man. You got send a whole busload of PAOK and Partizan supporters up to Afghanistan.
They'll sort it out.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and the skull and shit.
Yeah, man.
And dude.
Dude, it's
Can you imagine?
nutty.
Can you imagine that in Australia for the AFL?
Just go to war.
No, I can't.
No. And that's why I laugh when you have these, like, passionate, like, Essendon supporters or passionate Collingwood supporters. It's like, you're a toothless cut from Derrimut. Like, go try and take on one of the Partizan supporters or the Fenerbahce, it's like, supporters.
Yeah,
Where
they
it's
haven't
like
seen shit.
literally like a fucking Hells Angels or a Banditos compound, man.
Dumba Stadium was on the news last year because Balk did the flare, the stadiums.
Yeah.
You know what it looked like? It was on Channel 10 News. That's just
Oh.
you set a flare up here and you get arrested.
Yeah, man.
Look at this shit. That's in Dumba.
Is that like every single person has
Yeah.
a flare or something?
Dude, that's in Dumba. Look at that. That's from the view from the
That
city.
looks like a mushroom cloud, man. That
like
looks like Hiroshima 19.
That's Saloniki 2016.
It looks like a war zone, literally.
That's Nagasaki, man.
That's in Dumba.
You're picturing the kamikazes, just a banzai!
It was like that was against Olympiacos. We were on the road like last year. I was in for the honeymoon when I went with Ren, and my cousin's like, "Do you want to go to a game?" And I said, "I'm not going to take it to a game." I go, "There's no way."
I'm scared
I
for
go,
her
"No way."
safety.
And we actually before it was pre-game, so we went and got something to eat and stuff like that. But so Bulk lost that night. And we were out eating just like, no, it was like 10 o'clock or whatever, and they had just lost, and Johnny was like, let's get home. Okay, why? Ren's like, why? And I go, alright, let's go. Because fucking you heard alarms going off, shop windows getting kicked in. It's nuts, man. It's a whole different world. It's not, even for me, I was like, holy shit, man, this is too full on. Like, this is like...
But that's what they did in Melbourne with the taking away the NSL. Was it the NSL?
Yeah, South Melbourne versus like...
Dude, when I was a kid, that's why I laugh every time, like, you know, white Australians get uppity about, like, international soccer. It's like, you don't fucking know what's going on, man. You don't know the culture behind it. Dude, I remember being a kid, like I've said it before, being a kid, get my old man taking me to, like, Melbourne Knights versus South Melbourne games, and that was literally Greeks versus Croatians, man. Like, even when I was 14, 15, getting chased by cops at soccer games, like, you'd see it. Like, dude, the fucking brawls, man. And that's why they tore away. What was it called? But after the NSL got torn down, what was the league called? Remember it had another name?
Yeah.
Before it became the A-League,
yeah.
there was another name. It was NSL, and there was another name for it. I don't
NPL?
I can't remember. But basically, man, because like in Melbourne, the same thing. A lot of the teams were all ethnically based. Like Marconi Fairfield was Italian. You had Heidelberg, which is Greek as well.
Yep.
You had
You had the Croatians. What are they called? Where were they from?
Melbourne Knights.
Melbourne
were
Knights were
Croatian.
Croatian.
There was another Croatian team, I think.
Yeah, there was.
It was all like that. And basically what the A-League did was strip away all the... Oh, Sydney United was Croatian as well. It was used to be called Sydney Croatia.
Yeah, but then in
no shit.
Yeah.
But then you had Sydney Olympic.
Yeah,
which
who
is
were
Greek.
Greeks.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's all ethnic.
So then
ethnic
what
based.
they did was they started stripping away that ethnic association just to broaden the league. Like there was no soccer league in Melbourne. There was no Premier League in Melbourne for Australia for years.
For years.
Until the A League got set up.
Trimboli.
And that's when Trimboli was a gun. That's when you got Melbourne Victory, and that's when you got like Sydney
United
and
like all these clubs.
Yeah. Sydney Croatia became Sydney United, you know? And it's taken, shit, man, 20 years?
Yeah, at least.
20 years just to take that from Melbourne, where, as in Australia, where we're more culturally united, let's say, than, say Fenerbahce or fucking, a PAOK or Partizan.
Yeah, but I'm nuts, man.
So it's taken 20 years, and there's still lingers, like the ethnic association still lingers here and there.
Well, they want to expand the A-League.
Yeah.
And South Melbourne applied for a licence.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But they've got already a 10,000 seat stadium at Lakeside. Yeah. So they've got it set up, ready to go. And they said the whole thing was, okay, but it's going to bring that ethnic thing back into, not like against Greeks or anything, but they don't want that Greeks versus Croatians or Greeks versus whatever.
They want it family friendly.
To be fair, it's been 20 years, and they've finally sort of stamped it out. If they bring in South Melbourne at this point, I think a lot of the supporters, because a lot of supporters who remember South Melbourne Hellas would be our age and up. No one younger than us.
No.
So everyone would be either 30, 40, 50, 60.
There's still a lot of the older generation taking their kids, though.
Yeah. So that's the only
But they also go for victory.
If you give it another 10, 15 years, I reckon they'd be gone.
See, South Melbourne sell out the games every week.
Yeah.
Because that base is still there.
That base would be in the 70s and 80s now. Yeah. They're not going to go away.
No.
Not for another couple of years.
And they've got a boutique stadium, man. Like, out of all the NPL teams, like here in Victoria, because they play like Oakley Cannons, where I did some coaching and stuff. But South Melbourne have the best setup. They can probably get into the A-League. But the only thing I'm worried about is Melbourne City can't fucking get people to their game.
Yeah.
And South Melbourne, like, what they were saying is, okay, they've got their foundation base, but can they build on that? I don't think they can. As in, you've got 10,000 supporters, right? Can you get it to 20? I don't think they can.
You can't just find supporters out of nowhere.
No.
Well, if the other Melbourne team's struggling, then...
Well, because Victory came here like a juggernaut, and they were the first team here, and everyone jumped on. Because everyone, even from the lower team, like Green Gully and all that, they would have gone for Victory, because that was Melbourne Victory.
Now it's our team.
That's our team.
And it's still, Slagan still, there's only one team in Melbourne.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Melbourne will always be blue.
I always bring this up as well, whenever you hear about the hooliganism shit, when Greece comes and plays a friendly or some shit like that, shit gets trashed.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fucked. Like, I don't condone, we don't condone that kind of violence. I think that hooliganism to that extreme is bullshit.
Yeah.
But my Serbian neighbour had brought it up once. He goes, look at the passion, though, behind, the support, the partisan supporters and that. He goes, that's passion to a fucking extreme. Do you ever see anyone get passionate about AFL like that? You know, it's an entirely different culture, and if we don't understand it, then we don't understand it.
I'll give you an example.
You know what I mean? To them, that's all it is. Man, they've got nothing else.
Dude, I'll give you an example. When we walked into my cousin's mate's house, we were getting ready for the game, and they were joking around, and my cousin goes to him, go to church, man. For a joke, you're a bad cunt. Go to church. And he throws him the park top. He's like, that's my religion.
Yeah.
That is right there. He goes, I don't believe in nothing. He goes, I believe in park. That's it.
And at the same time, man, you got to understand, you've got Greeks going into Turkey to play soccer.
Yeah, man.
You wouldn't have had that 60, 70 years ago, man.
No way.
And
no way.
It's funny too, because I've been playing basketball. I went down to Noble Park playing with Vic from work. The Liberian kid. And you go down on a Monday at 3 o'clock, and the community hall is open up, and anyone's welcome to go, but it's all Africans from Noble, so Sudanese, random dude from the Ivory Coast,
so you were the token white dude?
Me, and one other Asian guy, and the rookie came down a couple of times as well. But I've gone, just to have a shoot around. I wouldn't bother playing because there's no point. And I was talking to Vic about setting up a league or a tournament, for all these, because you know what the thing is I'm watching it. We've talked about the state of the NBL, right? It's shit. It's shit. The NBL is shit. It's just crap.
Yeah. There's 8 teams.
Anyone worth their salt who plays...
They don't exist anymore.
The Breakers.
Yeah, they exist.
The New Zealand Breakers.
Yeah, there's no point picking a team because in 2 years the franchise is gone and they've rebundled it. Yeah.
Well, it's Melbourne United now, and it's all right.
And how long is that going to last?
Bring back the Tigers, I say.
No,
Right?
yeah, Tigers.
Anyone,
Something's not magic, man.
Any Aussie player worth their salt who'd be playing in the Boomers, like representing us on international level, they're overseas. They're not playing in the
Paddy
NBL.
Mills, Bogut, Ingles, they all play in the NBA.
Yeah, if you pull up like the
Dellavedova.
if you pull up
player.
the Boomers squad, the starting 10,
Already on it.
yeah, how many of those players actually play in the in the Australian NBL?
I'll tell you.
Seriously, like. You think of Australian basketballers, you think of like Mills and Dellavedova and all those dudes.
Yeah.
They're all overseas. They wouldn't stick around here.
I know there's one kid that plays for Melbourne United, but he's going to get scouted, man.
No, he'll be gone.
Chris Goulding. The kid's a machine, man.
We're talking about that.
Machine.
I was just looking at it, and I'm sitting there watching like the Africans play down in like Noble, right? Dude, there was a guy, because like before they play like basically it's street ball, right? I mean, there's no ref. They ref it themselves. And it's typically 4-on-4, 5-on-5, half court, like not even half court, 3/4 court, and it's hard and fast games, man. First to 11, bang, bang, bang. And if you lose, you're sitting on the sidelines waiting. Like there are crowds in this tiny little community centre. I've sat there watching games, just like mesmerised. The intensity and the skill smashes anything in the NBL. Smashes.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching it, and like there was. Basically, they were playing full court games at one point, right? Because they were training for something. So, like, fuck it, we're using the whole court today, la la la. And, dude, there was basically like a franchise player on both teams. Okay? Like, so you got to imagine this court. They're all Africans. There's 10 Africans on there. And, like, yeah, it's heated. And, like, cunts are just crossing over and posting up. It's like physical shit, yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, at one point, the two franchise players were sort of having a bit of a rivalry thing, you know, getting competitive.
The two big dogs.
Like, yeah.
Squaring off.
Dude, one of them had an open fast break, driving for the basket, and the other dude was like following him, like chasing him down. The guy dunked over him. Dunked. Like, rising up, like slammed the dunk in.
That's mad.
And I'm like, dude, how old is that guy? And I think he was like 15. The guy's like 15, 16 years old and can dunk on the fast break.
On a full court.
Onto another guy. Over another guy. Like literally that
Regulation ring. Like,
what was that dunk? Remember it was famous. It was it was a Tim Duncan or someone from the States.
Where it was just launched.
He launched over the French player.
Yeah.
Like literally jumped over a 7-foot basketballer to dunk it. I'm seeing that shit in Noble Park. Okay, man, this is just street shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I would pay money to see this as opposed to I don't even turn on Channel 2 to watch the NBL, man.
Channel 2.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, this kind of talent exists out in the fucking sticks.
But they won't get a chance.
They won't get shit.
Nah.
And then, you know...
You might get your odd, Fon Maker, who plays for, Milwaukee Bucks now. He's been doing alright.
So why aren't these kids fucking going up the ranks and playing... Like, we could have our own sort of NBA league almost. With
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
So why aren't they...
Oh, this is heading to above the rim territory, man.
yeah. Dude, that's what I'm
movie,
considering.
Above the Rim.
I'm seriously considering
Bacon?
doing it.
No, it's Tupac.
Tupac, the guy that was in Cool
Mac?
Runnings. Do you remember Cool Runnings?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember the guy who plays Doris? The main character. The driver. The
straight looking.
He's in that. He plays Shepard.
Max the bum.
Shit! Plays Shepard, Tupac's brother. Then
You guys ain't shit.
Yeah, then you got the main kid. What's the main kid's name? In Above the Rim?
Oh, just quickly, there's only 4 players in the Australian team that play here. Everyone else plays NBA. There's one guy that plays in Russia and one guy that plays in Lithuania.
You're on the
Was
money.
I wrong?
You're on the money.
Was I wrong?
No.
Come on, man. Are you joking?
What was I heading into above the rim territory? I don't even know what that means.
The tournament.
In Above the Rim, they do like a tournament. It's called a shootout.
Dwayne Martin.
Yeah, no. What's the actual character's name? I keep forgetting.
Kyle Lee Watson.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Basically, Above the Rim, it's a mad movie, man. Great movie.
Get off of me!
Yeah.
Get off of me!
Basically, there's this kid who doesn't have his old man around. He's like young, he's brash, like he's playing like high school ball.
Favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, he's playing high school ball. Then Shepard, like the main sort of dude, he comes off like a bad history and he's trying to enter society. And then, kid gets involved in his basketball sort of shit, and then Tupac is like running another team who's like some sort of local hood, And he's like,
such a 90s movie.
yeah, you're gonna play on our team, you're gonna play with like your schools representing whatever, blah 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 blah.
Typical 90s ball film.
Yeah, but it's sick, man.
Honestly,
Marlon Wayans?
Yeah.
Bernie Mac's in it, Marlon Wayans.
Favorite
Actually,
movies.
dude, that kid, What's his name? That kid, like, that plays Kyle?
Yeah.
He's in Any Given Sunday.
Is he?
Yeah, he plays a sports agent. He plays Jamie Foxx's sports agent.
Full circle, boys.
Another little circle.
Remember, he's at dinner with Jamie Foxx, and then Jamie Foxx gets up because he spots his ex, and he follows her into his ex is on a date, and he follows his date into like the bathroom to talk to her. He follows his ex into the bathroom to talk to her. Yeah, but that kid is at the table with Jamie Foxx.
We've got to watch it, man. I can't believe you haven't seen it,
I
man.
haven't seen it. Coach Carter's another good one. You seen that?
No, that's one I haven't seen.
Oh, dude.
I should. Yeah, I
That's
know.
fucking
I know.
sick.
I used to be all
Really,
over the
really good.
basketball movies, man. Like,
Coach Carter, check that one out. That's mad. Samuel
man.
L.
Actually, speaking of sports movies, do you remember? You remember the Sandlot kids? Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, like staple of our childhood.
Do
like,
I?
Wet Weather Day at primary school, like standard movie.
Yes.
The guy that played Benny the Jet Rodriguez, that plays the main actor.
Yeah.
He popped up in the news today.
What?
Oh, what?
Dude,
Old has-been celebrity.
he became a fireman, right, after the movies. Like, I don't think he did many more movies after. I think that he did one, right? Became a fireman, but he got locked up, or he was meant to serve time. He assaulted some guy that was handing out trick-or-treat lollies.
What was his name?
Like 2 years ago. Him and his mates beat the shit out of some guy.
With baseball bats.
Dude, they beat the shit out of some guy that was handing out lollies to kids. I don't know why. I didn't read it completely. The guy actually flatlined, and they had to bring him back. They had to resuscitate him. They beat the guy up so hard that they had to resuscitate him.
What was his name?
Because he's a fireman, like, CPR and shit. So they beat the shit out of this kid.
And then brought him back.
And then he got fined. Just look up Benny the Jet.
Maybe he had like a bad flashback from the Sandlot kids and he just snapped.
Mike Vita, yeah?
Yeah, Mike Vital. Oh, yeah, Vita Vital. I don't know what his name is.
I always
Sandlot
loved
Star Dodgers prison time.
Sandlot Star Dodgers prison time.
Near fatal attack.
Yeah.
No shit.
Man, I saw it this morning.
Near fatal beatdown of a recent college grad on Halloween. He pleaded no contest to battery charge exchanged for 90 days community service and a year of anger management classes. The 38-year-old had originally faced up to 4 years in prison on felony. He must also cough up $2,000 fine, shell out, then they'll give him, like, compensation.
What's no contest? Is that like I'm not
Like, he's
disputing
like,
it?
oh, I'm not disputing it, I
I
get
fucked
it.
up. It's what James Hurd should have done. No contest.
Saying
No
he was-
contest.
He was attending a Halloween party when he and friends Eric Carpenter and Thomas Molnar saw 22-year-old Chang handing out candy to children. The three then allegedly chased Chang down the street, jumped him, throwing the young man to the ground and choking him and kicking the crap out of him.
So they thought he was like luring kids in with lollies or something.
Chang was so badly beaten his pulse stopped, forcing Vita and his pals to revive their victim after he was clinically dead.
Fuck, we killed him. Bring him back.
No shit.
A combos, they were not offered a deal.
That's fucked. Yeah, man.
Dude, that's not even fun.
The Sandlot, man. The Sandlot.
What did that movie do to him?
Bad, man. Lost his chucks.
From that innocent little baseball-loving teen.
Dude, every girl I knew in primary school had the biggest crush on that guy, man.
Jesus
Like, everyone thought he was hot as.
Yeah. Hot property.
Yeah, he used to wear those dark denim jeans.
Yeah,
the
dude.
real Americana.
Yeah, yeah. And you look at him now and just like, what a little fucking dork.
Dude, that's fucked.
Nah, the
that is-
best baseball movie was Rookie of the Year, though, where the kid
I
breaks
watched
his arm.
Rookie of the
Nah,
Year.
man. Filled with dreams, man.
Baseball movies? Nah, man, you're both wrong. Major League too, man.
I'll give you
Nah,
that.
nah.
Are you joking?
Rookie of the Year. Sorry.
Nah.
Kevin Costner, Filled with dreams, man.
No. Major
Ooh.
League, man. Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger.
Nah.
Are you serious?
No, because it wasn't.
I mean, he's Costner.
It wasn't your wholesome family feel-good movie. Like
It didn't have to be a wholesome movie. It was the best.
Mate, Filled with dreams. It's about ghosts. It's about, like, baseball. And it's got Costner in it.
And it's
Come
got-
on!
yeah.
Come on!
Costner, man.
Costner.
I'm pretty sure it's Costner, yeah.
Waterworld. We used to joke about Waterworld.
Waterworld. Well, you know what's sad?
How much did that make?
You know what's sad? I've never seen Waterworld, like, start to finish.
No.
Like, that was the biggest flop of all time, like, box office flop. It's sad that the only two things I remember from Waterworld aren't even...
I know one of them, 100%.
Okay, what?
He drinks his own piss.
No.
Oh, damn it.
No. I remember two things. The Simpsons, when Milhouse, like, pumps in 40 quarters, like $10 into the machine. He's like, this better be good. And the guy takes a step, game over. He's into another
that's
40
what a
quarters.
rip.
And he just keeps popping him in. And then the other one was Cable Guy. when Cable Guy, Jim Carrey's hanging from like the satellite or whatever, he's like, dry land is not a myth. I've seen it. It's like, I don't know what all the fuss was about. I thought it ruled. Two references. Not even in the movie, man. Nothing to do with it.
So you don't remember the movie at all?
Nah, man. I think I saw like 4 minutes of it when it was on TV. What was it about?
Waterworld, man. World's full of water. So it's just people making like shanty towns on the water.
You know, in 99...
Go to Vietnam and Cambodia.
It's like
you can see that.
It's like
I saw that in Cambodia.
It's like Mad Max on the water.
What a
And
rip.
Kevin Costner has this machine where he pisses in it, and then like the process of the sun hydrating it, and then it makes clean drinking water for him.
Oh, so there's no fresh water because
because
So everyone drinks their own piss?
Yeah, well, Kevin Costner does because he had made the machine because he's the artist.
So is it a post-apocalyptic world or just a?
Yeah, because it's like flooded.
Wait, let me get some actual...
Oh, so it's just like... Is it set in the future?
That's a good question. I think it is.
Alright, let me look at the plot. You know, the budget was 175 million?
Yeah, and that was back in the 90s, man.
Holy, 95.
Epic. It was epic.
That's like everyone pulling everything they have in and the movie did nothing. It was like a piece of shit.
What?
And his career never recovered from that, man. Like, what's Kevin Costner been since Waterworld? Like, nothing. The Postman?
Mr. Brooks, one of my
Mr.
favourite
Brooks,
movies.
I never saw it. I know I should have. I know
Man.
That's crying.
Psychological thriller, dude. My
Yeah,
favourite.
no, I always said that I would, but I just never got around to it.
Oh, creepy.
So, the plot, basically... After the melting of the polar ice caps in the 21st century, the sea levels of the Earth have covered every continent on Earth. 400 years later...
So what? Oh, what? So it goes... There's a flash forward 400 years.
Yeah, and Kevin Costner sitting in leather.
In the first 5
Drinking
minutes.
his own piss.
In the first 5 minutes. It's like, first there was sun, then there was light. Fast forward 400 years.
The remnant of human civilization lives on a ramshackle floating communities known as atolls.
Yeah, man, what I said, shanty towns on the sea.
Having long forgotten about living on the land, for some believe a mythological dry land exists somewhere in the world.
The dry
The
land.
mariner, Kevin Costner, a lone drifter, arrives at one such atoll.
A cute lone drifter.
To trade dirt, a rare commodity for other suppliers.
Yeah, because they have little pots of dirt. No shit, I remember that.
The atoll's residents realise the mariner is a mutant with gills and webbed feet and decide to drown him in a brine pool. Sounds like tuna, brine.
Yeah, he can like...
Brine,
he can breathe.
brine is just salted water.
You can breathe more longer underwater.
Just then, the atoll is attacked by smokers, a vicious band of raiders who are seeking a girl named Enola, who, according to their leader, Deacon, has a map to the dry land tattooed on her back.
Oh.
Enola's guardian...
What? I didn't realise.
Enola's guardian, Helen, attempts to escape with Enola on a gas balloon. Where'd they get a gas balloon from? Serious? Anyway. With Gregory, an inventor. But the balloon is released too early. Helen rescues the mariner and insists he take the two of them with him.
Dun, dun, dun.
The three escape to the open sea. They are pursued by the smokers, and though they escape, Helen's actions result in damage to the mariner's boat, and he angrily cuts her hair. This is in the plot!
You're just reading the screen script.
As time passes, the tensions between the two females and the loner begin to ease. Later, Helen explains that she believes humans once lived on land, and that dry land must exist somewhere. When the mariner denies her belief in dry land, she demands to know where the mariner collected his dirt. He assembles a diving bell and dives with her, showing the remains of a city on the soil, with the soil on the ocean floor. When they surface, they find the smokers have caught up to them, and the deacon threatens to kill them if they do not reveal where Enola is hiding. This is the worst movie ever! I'm not reading the rest, man. What a rip. Oh, here's the end. Gregory has been able to identify the tattoo on Enola's back as coordinates with flipped directions. The mariner, Gregory, the original atoll's law officer, Helen and Enola discover dry land, the top of Mount Everest.
Oh, the little peak sticking out of the water.
Filled with vegetation and wildlife, they find a crude hut with the remains of Enola's parents. As they prepare to settle in their new home, the mariner decides he cannot stay.
So his name's the Mariner.
Wait, I love the way they end this. The mariner decides he cannot stay. As the sea calls to him, he departs.
Just slips under, never to be seen again.
Yeah, man. Costner, what a man.
Aquaman.
Merman.
Merman.
Dude, worst. Even the outfit was just fucked.
Yeah, I remember it had like all tassely bits hanging off it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man, Mad Max on the water.
It is. Oh, look at that.
It's Mad Max on the water. Yeah, the tassels. He was cute.
The Mariner.
He is cute. Isn't he? Isn't he?
Was it Doom? Doom had the main character is called the Marine in Doom, yeah? Doom. Like the game Doom.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck. Why is Tom,
Someone made a meme about it.
Tom Selleck in Waterworld?
Tom Selleck, what a mad dog, man. I love Tom Selleck, man.
Tom Selleck's underrated,
Dude,
man.
I reckon he's fantastic, man. Just a man, you know?
Man's man.
Yeah,
He is.
he's
Just the Mo. Just the Mo, man.
Dude, tell me, like, what a champ.
Yeah.
Dude,
Looks like a cop.
Yeah, he's got... Yeah. Or he could have played Holmes, man, in
Porn
a
star, yeah.
Porn boy hub. He could have played Holmes for sure.
probably has played Holmes just in real life.
Let me have a look. Look at his filmography.
Yeah, I'm Johnny Holmes, baby.
Yeah, man. I was going to say, you just started reading about, you hear the Queen got, like, hospitalised or whatever?
She?
Yeah, she's got, like, some whooping cough or, like, you know.
Yes, a severe cold, I believe it was, Dimitri. A severe cold.
Yeah, she got
Hung around for weeks, it did.
Dude, after the last episode with, like, the convict talk and all that sort of shit, and then the Queen, yeah, coughing up in Dead Man's Lair, I started reading about the British colonies again, just how they were, like, created. You ever heard about Gibraltar?
The Rock of Gibraltar?
Yeah. Have you ever read anything about Gibraltar?
Yeah.
My dad used to mention it all the time.
Dude, I started looking at, like, just all the colonies, like, this is shit you should know. Like, I was just looking into random British colonies. I was like, you know what, I want to learn more about just random countries. Like, random countries. I'm like, what the hell is Gibraltar anyway? It came up in, like, an article for something. Dude, like, that place is fucked. Like, all this shit. Dude, I was reading about, like, I was reading about the Iberian War, right? Do you know what Iberia is?
No.
Iberia is a name, basically, you got to search it.
Siberia with a silent
No.
S.
Iberia was a Greek name talking about Iberians, which translated to, like, the coast of where they were or some shit. It's basically all on the... It's on the Iberian Peninsula, right? So just imagine Portugal, Spain, like all that sort of shit.
Got the map for you.
Oh, the little dot on the edge, yes.
Dude, basically, I think it was Gibraltar or another British overseas territory. That's what I love. They're called British Overseas Territories.
Still, to this day.
Okay? So can you imagine, like, because they're everywhere. Look up an overseas British Overseas Territory. Like, that's a stat.
It's actually really scenic. It's actually really nice looking Gibraltar. It's actually really, really nice. Like, it's...
Yeah, dude. British
Nice.
Overseas Territory.
It's like America, man. They got bases everywhere. all
Dude,
over
it's
the world.
fucked. Hang on. This is like, there are 14 British Overseas Territories. Territories under the jurisdiction and sovereignty of the United Kingdom. They are those parts of the former British Empire that have not chosen independence or have voted to remain British territories. Most are inhabited territories, are internally self-governing, with the UK retaining responsibility for defence and foreign relations. The rest are either uninhabited or have a transitory population of military and scientific personnel, and they share the British monarch Elizabeth II as the head of state. So basically, they're just little pockets of land all over the
Where
world.
people either live or they stand around and conduct tests, probably.
Yeah, man. Or just like military, like just states, you know what I mean? But
This
they
is
are
ours.
the military bases, basically, or scientific bases, where they do research or keep watch. It's interesting now, because there were 14, right? The first one that comes up is Akrotiri. It's in Cyprus, yeah? I remember being in Cyprus, and my mate was like saying, we can't go past there, and he was pointing off in the distance with these massive satellites and lights and shit. I go, what's there? He goes, that's the British base. I go, what do they do there? He goes, who the fuck knows, man? He's reckon they can... I go, what, are they monitoring? He goes, yeah, more or less. I go, do you reckon they can hear us now? This was like K's away. I go, do you reckon they can hear what we're saying? It just gave me this look like...
Serious.
You fucking, like... How naive are you, dude? Like, you're an idiot. Me and Johnny One, who drove into, like, up as far as the base, got to the
didn't go.
gates, got as far as the gates, and there's a big sign that says, this is, like, government, military territory. If you're not authorised, get the fuck away
You'll
from
be
here,
shot.
basically. And we got there, and like a big light came on, and we just did like a 180 and fucking disappeared.
Takes off.
Big spotlight.
But the thing about it, they got him in the Caribbean.
That's where Michael Bisping was born, in Cyprus, on a English base.
Who?
Really?
Michael Bisping.
The UFC fighter?
Really?
Shit.
UFC fighter of the year.
Wow. Well, that's the only base there. Like,
That's where he was
I've
born.
been there.
Yeah.
Like, I went to the gates and disappeared.
That's where Michael Bisping
But
was
dude,
born.
they've got it. Like, they've got these territories, like in the Bermuda, like between. Look at this. This is what gets me, right? It's in the ocean between Puerto Rico and Cape Sable Island in Canada. Then they've got one in Antarctica, one in the Indian Ocean, one in the British Virgin Isles, right, which is in the Caribbean as well. The Cayman Islands, right there, the Falkland Islands, Gibraltar. There's all in the Caribbean, the South Atlantic Sea, the ocean, and such, right?
So, strategically set up so when shit goes down,
Dude,
they are everywhere.
The Gibraltar, that's what pisses me off about the Gibraltar ones. It's basically slapped right in the middle of, like...
Just a perfect vantage point for ball breaks
It's the
out.
most perfect vantage point, man.
Yeah.
It just creates, like, this wall in between countries that probably had peaceful, like, civility. It's like, you motherfuckers.
How are they allowed just to do that?
You've just got...
What gives you the right?
Yeah, can you imagine, like, between my house and your house, Queen just rocks up, or whoever, like, not even the Queen, because we live in a British monarchy country. Pick a country.
We'll say the
Taliban, right?
We'll say okay.
Not even the Taliban.
King of Monaco.
Yeah, the King of Monaco just walks in and says, you know what? I'm going to set up a 1x1k territory, smack bang in the middle of Springbar Road.
It's called Monaco Town, and you will not be allowed to enter.
Yeah, and it divides Frankston, Bond Beach, Noble Park, and Clayton. Like those areas. There's just this big fucking base in the middle. Yeah, deal with it, cunt.
You'll have to go around if you want to go through.
Or you're not allowed within like 500 metres of the gates.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what they would like? Imagine that, waking up every morning knowing that there's some other cunt
With weapons.
in your backyard with big satellites and fucking... Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just doing all sorts of research, listening
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
whatever.
Do
It's
whatever they want.
Just intruding, basically.
Yeah. Like, who the fuck are you, man? That would vex me. That would fucking piss me off. And it's not like they've been there for thousands of years. They've only been there a couple hundred or whatever. Yeah, as far as long as they've been established. Like, you look up Gibraltar and see when it was actually established.
What is the Rock of Gibraltar? Like, why is that something in my head? Like,
I don't actually know, dude.
Dad always mentioning the Rock of Gibraltar. I never bothered to look into it.
So, the Rock of Gibraltar, here we go, is...
In Dimitri's pants at the front.
the monolithic limestone.
You're an idiot! Back to the Dirk Diggler references, you know what I mean?
Opens the dictionary, it's just your picture of your crutch. Just
That's the Rock of Gibraltar. Just a big fucking rock.
Western face of the Rock of Gibraltar, 2006.
I love how the start of it's located in the British Overseas Territory.
Yeah, see? Like,
Iberian
that's fine.
Peninsula.
There's a US base in the Kimberley somewhere, isn't there?
A myth originally fostered by the Greeks.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, they do war games and shit out in the middle of nowhere. I've watched it.
Yeah, no one can actually go out there though. Like they've got the overhead satellite. Remember they got the shots of it, and they've you ever seen it, Nick?
John?
Out in the desert in NT, the Americans have got a base there, and they've got like these big fucking domes. What are those domes?
I'm not on it right now.
No, it looks like.
I've seen them in Call of Duty. I think they're for gathering information or something like
Yeah,
that.
you know what they look like? They look like that big golf ball out on Springy Road.
yeah.
The putt-putt?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're massive. And they were comparing them to Area 51 or whatever in Nevada.
I think just a
Pine Gap.
just an information hub, Dimmy. I think a hub of information. The information ball.
There you go.
Pine Gap.
Yeah. I watched a documentary. It's like they have war games like into these rural towns, right? Like while people are living there, and they just like go through with guns and shit, like pretending it's like a terrorist invading.
As in they're the invading force, or
Well, it's like Americans come and then they make teams, like just a mix of Americans and Australians. They make teams and then they have like one team's a terrorist, and it's like how we deal with it, like how we set up, like block off the streets, how we fucking.
Oh, okay, like war games, but like dry runs, basically.
Yeah, but it's like in the town with people like just living, like.
So like you're just eating your fucking chicken dinner, and all of a
you'll
sudden
see
like, the window just gets smashed in.
Yeah. No, not quite that. But no through road.
So they're playing pretend.
Joint Defence Facility, Pine Gap. Yes. Turn around now.
Are you serious? Where? Holy shit!
Turn around now.
Pine Gap.
Pine Gap.
Who doesn't know about Pine Gap? What does it actually say about it? Look, this is shit you should know.
Absolutely.
This is shit you should know.
It's commonly used name for a satellite ground station, approximately 18 kilometres southwest of the town of Alice Springs.
Information hub.
Pine Gap Spy Base. Alice Springs, what you never knew about top secret facility. It's considered one of the country's most secretive and strategically important sites. But unless you work at Pine Gap or have spent decades researching what really goes on here, your knowledge about it is probably fairly limited. This is in our country.
There's also one in Queensland as well, my friend was telling me about.
Yeah, and there's one in WA.
Really? You can't even get it's like underground, you can't even get close to it. Like, it's full fenced off.
Then you've got about 1,000 people there.
Holy shit. This is going on, like, backyard.
Backyard stuff, man, yeah. Run by both Australia and United States.
Oh, well, as long as we have an Australian Idol to worry about, we're
apparently
fine.
it doesn't control UFOs.
As long as we have a new idol to, like, deal with.
As long as there's some fiery celebrity feud, I'm alright.
Speaking of which, do you know who popped up in the news? This is Casey Donovan. Did you remember Casey Donovan?
Oh, yeah!
Dude, she popped up in the news. Do you remember her? Like a whole
man, I'm looking her up right now.
They chose her over, was it Guy Sebastian?
Yeah. She should have won or something? Or?
Yeah, they chose her to give the diversity and the, well, was it Guy Sebastian? Who came in second? Who came in second to Casey Donovan?
Oh,
because she was a female, she was bigger, and she had like Aboriginal heritage or something as well.
A triple threat.
Yeah, do you remember? And they just jumped on it like, alright.
Triple threat in the equality game.
Yeah,
Dude, how long ago was that?
Like 10.
And she did one song and then
Easy
just
10
gave up.
She's only 28.
It's 10 years, easy 10 years. She was like a teenager. She was like 16 or something when she won.
Oh, no, wait. She won it at 16.
Yeah, she was 16.
Australian Idol.
But she pretty much gave up, didn't she? And she was just like saying, like, bumming around smoking.
She crashed and burnt. She was the biggest marketing flop of all time, man. For Australian, like...
Triple threat.
Yeah.
Pay off.
Like dude, I can just see the producers just rubbing their hands, talking to Sony, BMG, whatever. Like, all right,
We've got our gold mine, boys.
We've got the answer for 2009. We've got it. She's Aboriginal.
Not only is she large, but she's also...
She's Aboriginal. Did I mention that she's Aboriginal?
Was it Anthony Kalia that didn't
Was it Kalia that came second?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kalia didn't win, did he?
No, he came second.
Kalia,
That was that thing with Ricky Lee.
Yeah, Guy Sebastian won. What am I talking about? Guy Sebastian won. Anthony Kalia came second to Casey Donovan because they said, we can't put another pretty boy wog in. We need something more
We
diverse.
need diversity, boys.
Yeah, diversity! There's a Casey Donovan. I've never heard of her. Who's Casey Donovan?
She's an Aboriginal girl.
All you need to know.
That's it. Yeah, but dude, it fell out. She was bragging about, like, well, I don't know if she was bragging, but she was talking about, like, on a 3-pack a day ciggy habit, teenager, and, like, all that sort of shit.
Walking around in some disgrace.
Yeah. And then she fell off, just fell off under the radar. Dude, do you know what she's doing now? She's an Uber driver.
What the hell? It says here, an article that I'm about to read to you guys.
She just sings for you while she drives.
He's going to love this. Casey Donovan talks about how her sex addiction took over her daily life.
Casey, I'm waiting for you. Let's get through this together.
Hire her as an Uber driver. So, can you imagine this guy in the back?
Taxi!
Fake taxi! This guy in the back of an
It's a
Uber.
porno, fake taxi.
This guy in the back of an Uber gets Casey Donovan. He's like, so, Casey, heard you, struggling with a sex addiction. Just casually while he's rolling up a smoke.
Hard, isn't it, for us people?
And her eyes just bulge out.
I'm reformed now. No, you're not. He locks the doors.
Handbrake just gets ripped up.
I don't know, I'm just picturing it. I'm fucking dying.
What, me slamming Casey?
Oh, fuck, I was going to say, don't spark up a smoke because I want to spark one up. I got a reason. Guess what yesterday was, man? No, hang on. Do you need a smoke?
I'll have one if you spark
No,
one.
I'm not going to spark it if you don't feel like one.
Spark it.
I'm not.
it.
No, hang on.
Spark it. This is recently sparked.
It has to be sparked on the air.
No, don't spark it.
No, I'm not going to spark it.
Yeah, because I'll show you why. Yesterday I got home, right? And
I'm intrigued.
I've
It's got props and everything.
I had a cigar left over from like my birthday or like your bucks or something. I can't remember what it was, but I found a cigar. I'm like, you know what? This is going to get used for something decent. This is decent. I got home and I got my mail and I had like all these bills and shit that I hadn't looked at the mailbox for like 2 weeks, and then it's like, oh shit, better pay this, right? Went to my fridge and then I've got like my nephew's christening coming up, so I was looking at all the dates. I've got to tell work like I need time off or whatever, and I saw my Civic compliance form like for all my fines and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck.
The depression form. I
Yeah,
like to
I've
call
got
it.
to. I'm pretty sure I made the last payment. When do
that's
I have to
happy.
make the rest of them? So I called him up. I'm like, hey, I go, I'm just curious. I go, what's my balance on the Civic compliance? $29.60. I'm like, I go, you serious? She goes, yeah. I go, oh, this is the best day ever. Like, I lost it, right? And she goes, well, like I called because otherwise I would have made the mandatory $50 payment and then they'd owe me money, right? I go, okay. She goes, do you want to cover that now? I go, hang on, let me check my credit card, see if I can. Could cover it. And she's like sitting there and she's talking to me. I'm like, okay, hang on, out of curiosity, I go, how much have I actually paid on this? Yeah? She goes, all right, give me a second. It was something like $1,226, man. Like something stupid. I was like, are you joking? She goes, nah. I go, this has been going for like 2 years. I go, man, that's heaps. She goes, yeah. I goes, well, you've done it.
I want to know.
I go, you've done it. You've paid it off. I'm like, fuck.
Spark it.
Celebration.
I go, I'm going to fucking burn this Civic compliance form. It's been sitting on my fridge for 2 years.
Light the cigarette with it.
And I was going to spark. I'm going to sit on my balcony and spark a fucking cigar with this thing. She goes, that sounds like a good day. I go for it. Then I realised, yeah.
And then you said, what are you doing?
So I said, fuck it. Let's spark a fucking
And then
cigar.
you said to her, what are you doing later? You sound cool. Come over. Everybody, Dim is sparking it up right now. Look at him. Oh, yeah.
Sets the plug on fire.
There's a party going on down in the dojo.
Done.
That was very erotic watching the smoke come from your lips. Those
I'm
big,
going to burn this. As soon as I get home, I'm going to burn it on my balcony and spark a cigar with the rest of the paper, man.
and then can you take the ash bit of paper and wipe your ass with it?
The last
Or give it
shreds.
to me for a cum rag or something.
With a Civic compliance form. Dude, I've seen this fucking mangly piece of paper in my fridge laughing and mocking me for the last 2 years. Do you know how much I paid? Dude, man, for someone that never speeds, never does stupid shit, they called me on a bad... I said it in one of the earlier podcasts. Remember, like, I got that last fine when I finally got my car back after being canaried and all that sort of shit? Dude, because I got caught doing, like... I ran a red, which I didn't even fucking run. Like, it was... I just couldn't be bothered contesting it. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It all happened in the span of, like, 3 weeks over the Christmas period. So it's, like, double demerits, double fines. Like, I got caught doing 3Ks over. It was, like, something stupid, like $380. I'm like, what do you mean? And then bang, bang, bang. I'm like, I can't fucking pay for all this. And it literally added up. And then I got like a parking fine for $60. I'm like, nah, it's civil compliance. Go fuck yourself.
Same story with me, dude. I got all mine within the space of like a month. Like 3 speeding fines. All on the East Link.
Dude,
I got mine in the space of 8 years.
I've lost my license before for speeding.
have you? How long did you lose it for?
6 months, 3 months.
6 months.
You know what I don't agree with, man? The system, if you lose your license for, being over the limit with alcohol and shit, you know how they put the, what's it called?
It is called we were just talking about it the other night, me and my mate.
I actually saw the other guy the other night. He was he had to blow in it before he started his car.
I've known a couple guys that, what are they called?
It'll come back to me. We're talking about it just the other
Yeah.
night.
I knew a couple guys that all had that, right?
Call it a blowy.
Which I don't have an issue
the
with
blowy
that,
device.
right? Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
You get caught fucking drink driving.
Interlocker.
Interlock, that's it. No issue with
Yeah,
that.
my best mate had one.
With that actual thing, I've got no problem with that. Like it,
You have to pay for it.
you have to pay for it to get installed and get taken out.
But what saves you from your mate doing it for you if you're sober?
No,
Or is it
because
adjusted to...
it's adjusted to your breath or something. Like they've really made it custom right now, and you could be at the like the lights,
And your car just stops.
and your car just it's like you have 10
Starts
seconds.
beeping and you have to blow in it.
You have to blow it within like 20 seconds or something.
Yeah,
Where's
so
you caught at like the light and you...
Too bad.
hopefully your mate's sitting next to you and you can just pass the straw over to him or something. But
Fuck.
Yeah. And it can get pinged, like the older systems as well. Like the guy that I knew who had it done was like years ago. Oranges can set it off, having a smoke can set it off.
dude, my mate had nothing but troubles with it. He'd have to like drink water every single time he did it. Otherwise, it just wouldn't read. It would say he had something.
Yeah.
And he would be stuck at
Dude,
work for
it's
like 10,
you know what
15
it's
minutes.
like? It's
10,
like, you know
15
the-
minutes trying to get it to work.
You know the breathometers, right?
Yeah.
If it can get set off by like an asthma inhaler. If you have an asthma inhaler, if I've taken like a puff like a minute or two earlier or something, the drugs in the asthma inhaler can set off the actual breatho. And you got to like if it pulls up positive, sorry.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, have you had anything to drink? I go, look, mate, I meant to say, look, I've got an inhaler, I just used it, whatever. And then they wait and you do it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing I don't like, I agree with the actual system of the interlock. What I don't agree with is my mate, who'd, like, it fucked up, right? Didn't have a license like a year and a bit. And when you go to get the interlock taken off, you've got to go back to court in front of the magistrates and plead your case. Because, like, basically, the interlock, it monitors and records every time the interlock fucks up. As in, like,
yes,
it locked
does.
up because, you know, and then you got to pay for it to get reset.
Yep.
All that sort of shit, yeah? And then it goes on your record, like, oh, you know, when you go to the judge, it's like, oh, so how have you done for the year? Oh, you know, it kept locking up. Obviously, this guy's clearly got a problem, kept trying to drive.
Keep paying.
Yeah. And my mate, like, had 2 or 3 instances on his record, and they were because of smokes, oranges, like, legit shit, you know? The judge, rather than let him go, slapped, like, another 3 months on him. And he's like, why the fuck? I'm doing the right thing here. And the judge said to him, because, like, there were, like, junkies in the court, like, all waiting for their things, and she was, like, letting them all go. And she's like, if I stick another 6 months on him, nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same. But, you know, you gotta learn, like, you're on the right way. You gotta, like, some shit like that.
Just had it in for him, obviously.
Dude, and it's like when you go to the magistrates, like, a lot of the junkie case, like we said, like Arthur had said about the parking fines, how the courts just throw the parking fines things out because it just costs too much money to chase them up, taxpayer money and time. Judges can't be fucked. It's the same thing with stuff like that.
Yeah.
If they see a junkie or some random that just keeps offending, they just, fuck him, like, let him go. It's
costing the taxpayer too much money.
Dealing with it.
Too much effort.
Yeah, but if it's someone like me, or like one of us that's generally upstanding and, like, motivated and whatever, it's like, no, they're going to learn a lesson. They're going to learn a lesson today.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen again.
Can't.
Yeah. How does that work? That pisses me off, man. I think it's totally fucking unfair.
It is unfair.
That's bullshit, man.
I just want to keep us down, bro.
The system.
Keep us beaten down.
That's how again, that comes back to that saying.
Yes, the quote.
Absolutely, man.
No shit.
If they keep you in check, they like robots. It's this.
Dude,
it's a way of controlling you.
Keep
This
dumb
Civic
and in
compliance form, man, $50 a month. I've paid it diligently, like, as in,
Never missed a payment.
I would go without food for 2 days, like, as in buy groceries, because I knew I had to pay $50 using my credit card. I didn't want to risk maxing it out. You know, I might leave it for a week or whatever, and then, like, fuck, like, it was always in the back of my mind, man. And that's the same with my bills, fines, like, all types of shit. Dude, I went to Zara the other day, and I bought, like, a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans, and a t-shirt for $70. I convinced myself to do it because I'd worked, like, all
Come on,
those...
man, you need new clothes. Come
Yeah,
on,
I
just
did,
do it.
like, all the overtime hours during Christmas and New Year's. I was fucking tired. I'm like, I need to buy... Like, and the first thing I was thinking of was paying my body corporate and my Civic compliance thing. I'm like, no, fuck that, man. I'm like, you gotta treat yourself to, like, clothes.
Something, man, because then you're working for something. You're not just working just
Yeah,
for,
man.
Like, no, that's when you do your head in.
Yeah.
It's like you're just paying to pay. You're working to pay your bills. That's it.
Like, I don't know about you guys, man, but when I wake up in the morning, straight away, the overheads just come in.
Oh yeah.
Like, the back of my mind, like, that is the only constant is how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? How am I going to pay for that?
Yeah, man.
Like, constant, man. Constant.
It's all part of the plan, my friend.
Do you reckon? I don't know. Like, man, for me, I only noticed it really affecting my day-to-day in the last couple months.
That's why if there's any sponsors out there that want to sponsor it, that's not right.
A little donation would be rather nice.
Oh, did you see the girl on the net with the dirty room?
Oh yeah.
That was a joke. I woke up this morning, I wanted to kill myself, man, when I saw that.
What?
No. A girl went viral on the net about, what was it, like a week ago?
About a week ago, yeah.
She took a selfie, alright, she's wearing like an evening dress, yeah? Like a full, like shit-hot evening dress, dolled up, makeup, everything, and she said, getting dressed up to, what was the quote? Like something about, getting dressed up so I have going to dinner so I have an excuse to wear this dress.
Yeah.
Right? Which is, okay, fair enough, whatever.
Nothing out of the ordinary right now.
Yeah. But then,
Right now.
she copped a lot of flack, because if you look in the background of, like, the selfie, it's just a shot of a bedroom, and it's disgusting. There's just shit everywhere. Like,
Mattress, like a.
just shit.
It wasn't even a mattress. It was like a foam.
Yeah, like, it was just a bomb site, man. Clothes,
Yeah.
food. Apparently someone said they could see a rat in the background, like, they zoomed in. Yeah, it's this blurry grey thing, and like, that's a fucking rat. Like, yeah, it was, like, disgusting. So do you know what she did? This is what I woke up to this morning, man. I was in bed, like, turning the alarm off, and I was just scrolling through news. She said she started a Kickstarter fund or whatever, like one of those GoFundMe pages. She wants $10K to cover her tuition for a year, And if she does that, she'll dedicate. If she raises the 10K for her tuition for a year, she'll dedicate her life to like cleanliness and shit like that. She goes, I work like her reasoning was, I study like 38 hours a week. I work 20 hours a week. I do this and that. That's a 65-hour week, not including food and sleep.
All right, pick up your top, man.
Don't throw the top on the ground.
So she has no
Put it in
time
the
to
basket.
clean. She has no time to clean.
It takes like 10 minutes.
Dude, get fucked.
Like, how hard is it to put a top in a cupboard or a drawer or...
So many girls like that. It's like just appearances, but then everything else doesn't matter.
Dude, if my fucking house was that disgusting, I wouldn't be taking selfies of me in a suit getting dressed up to go to dinner.
With a rat on the table and a empty beer can.
Do you know what I mean? What's your priorities, dickhead? Like,
No,
you know what I mean?
Oh,
I'd be ordering a pizza. I'd be ordering a fucking pizza and cleaning my house.
Yeah. Give me money and I'll clean.
And I feel like shit when I do it too. If I come home and I'm like, fuck, this place is disgusting, I need to clean, I haven't got any food, fuck it. I'll treat myself to a pizza as long as I fucking start cleaning right now.
So we're going to pay her to clean her own place.
Yeah.
That's so.
But idiots will be sending money in, man.
They will, man.
All right, so this is a call out.
Our cause is much greater than this.
Yeah, this is for the people.
Is it wrong?
We're going to set up a GoFundMe page. Donations are, appreciated.
It fucking pisses me off, dude.
Only plastic if possible.
I don't know, man. I can't handle it.
No.
Wait, did you get a headset yet? I've been meaning to ask you.
My friend came over the other day. I forgot to tell him to bring it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dude, I've got a headset. I own one. I own like the best one you can get. I just don't have it in my possession.
Yeah, like you didn't have the controlers for the PS3. Do you remember? I bought the controllers for the PS3. I bought them from EB. Like, oh yeah, don't worry, I've got controllers. Actually, I don't know where they are. They're in the gully.
They're in the gully. They're actually in
One
the gully.
mate has all your shit.
Mm-hmm. They're gone, mate.
They're gone. They were gone ages ago.
Cashies.
He's a chronic Call of Duty player, and his headset fucked out, and he's just like fanging for it. He's like, John, I need your headset. Come on, please. I'm like,
scratching and shit.
Can I order a $20 one off?
and he played COD so much that the analog stick on the controller, it's lost all its spring back, so it just like flops around the outsides, like around the outskirts, like a floppy penis. So he took my brand new red DualShock 4 and my headset, so I'm without that.
Does he work?
Yeah,
What does he do? Can I ask you?
plumber.
Oh, no what? No shit. Goes, does one job.
It's the call out. Like,
does a job 1 hour, charges for 5, goes home,
Oh man,
starts
the
playing.
stories I've heard, like he makes the apprentice work and he just goes sleeps in the car and shit, like, all the time. Yeah.
Should have been tradies, man. Would have made money.
Well, he's an electrician.
I'm a qualified Sparky, mate. Sparky
I love
Bob.
the twinkle, the fairy lights is all he's ever set up in
Sparky
his
Bob,
show.
going back to episode 1.
Absolutely.
Was that episode 1? Yeah, it is.
You look like a Bobby.
What
Sparky Bob.
what episode are we on? 35?
35 today.
Holy shit, 35, man. Just that brink in life where it gets sad.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
all
mean?
downhill from here.
You start realising where you are, how little we've achieved. I don't know, man.
Well, you know it will be hitting the 50, mate. Half century.
Feels weird. Hey, we are, what, like 2 months off?
Yeah.
2 or 3 months off the
months.
year? Do you believe we've, like, actually stuck this out? I've said it to this guy, like, continuously at work.
Yeah, I'm surprised we stuck it out.
Yeah, no, like, fucking dedicated, man. No,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
This is the one thing, this podcast,
constant.
Honestly, man, this podcast is the one thing that I've kept coming back to every week.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, for everything else that I've done in my life, like little side projects, whatever, it's kind of just fallen through. But this doesn't even seem like a chore. Like, it's just something I do, like, automatically each week.
Yeah, like I was thinking about it the other day. This is the one thing every week without fail. Like, forget the gym. Like, I've left that to like, you know, it comes and goes.
It's one thing I just pick up my shit and I just go. I don't think about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else like that
It's
that I've stuck
continuous.
with.
It's the one
It's
constant.
awesome.
One constant, man.
And it's always like a good day and I feel so good afterwards. Like,
Yeah, because you get to go home now and get on X-Hamster, and that's why your phone died? Yeah, man. That's why your phone died. I get to go home and edit for the next 5 hours. It's trapped in a hot room.
Work.
no, just like being in here talk. I don't know. It's just
No, it's a good day. But you know what? It's the one luxury that we've all given ourselves every week. Luxury of like just coming in here and just
We all have
smoke,
Wednesday.
talking shit.
You know what? We all have the day off.
Yeah, it's
it
literally
fell
the
into
first,
place.
the first 5 hours of the day
Yeah.
are literally us off, like,
Yeah.
not having to stress. And man,
It's juke time.
Oh, it's good to get away from the family for that day, I'll tell you what.
Just in for a few hours.
Just for a few hours.
you know what's going to be? Like in Goodfellas, when Henry comes home at like 4 a.m, whatever, he's been clubbing, and then she's at the door screaming, and he just turns around, gets back in the car, and drives away, just because of the podcast. It's gonna come down to that.
Just walks in, does a U-turn, puts his little hat on the turncoat, grabs it, walks back out.
If we became celebrities on the front, like this guy would be like keep advancing like a media career, but then just starts doing a U-turn at home.
Probably.
Because he can't be fucked. Because he just keeps going back to the dojo to sleep.
He goes straight to the bathroom, put his little baggie, like, fuck this.
He just wakes up in a pile of Hungry Jack's wrappers.
I love Hungry Jacks.
Have a Whopper with cheese.
How's this?
I could go a Whopper.
I'm going to get a bacon deluxe burger. I've just fucking decided. The other night, for the first time in like 3 years, I had 3 nights off in a row, baby free.
What do you mean?
3 nights my mum took her for.
Why?
Just because. Just give us a break.
How'd you feel?
Oh,
You missed her, but it was like good to just chill out and relax. And
dude.
What did you do with your time?
what do you mean? He left the house for 3 months, 3 nights. He's up and back on Friday.
You don't need to do anything. It's like silence is just golden. Like, it really is. It really is. Like, I just sat, played a bit of FIFA, watched some movies, like,
How'd you see?
jerked it. Like,
I can see this guy. So his missus like, so what do you want to do for 3 days? Don't know about you, but
It just says
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. What?
Drive through Hungry Jack's. Just on his way, he's doing his adventure.
2 bacon deluxes and then the open
Some
road.
onion rings. Just some.
Do you know what he does? He gets his burgers, drives to the beach, parks on the edge,
Sits there,
he
eats.
just eats, lights up a smoke.
I've literally done that.
You've got the Beatles playing in the background.
Ruby Tuesdays.
While my guitar gently weeps.
And just like looks out into the sea, goes, let's have a big sigh.
Yeah.
Let's have a big sigh.
I
That's
could
the
just
sigh.
see the car sitting there for 3 days.
He's growing a beard.
It's got like bird shit and dust and branches all over it. He's got the red eye.
He gets the message from his mum. I'm bringing India. Yeah, sweet.
Sweet.
Gets a quick shave.
He wakes up from the back seat like just.
He said 3 days sleep.
He goes into the house just looking around like, where the fuck am I?
See his missus. So what did you do for 3 days?
All disorientated.
Stains.
I just love it how like his missus has been like, oh, this is sick. Like she starts thinking of
So
all
what do you
the
want to do? You want to go for dinner?
all the shit we can
Time to
tee up.
bond, have some date
Yeah,
nights.
it's just to tee up all this stuff. And he's
Yeah,
just,
nah.
I don't know about you, but I'm leaving. What?
So what do you want to do, darling?
He's got a sleeping
don't know about
bag.
you.
He's got the sleeping
And
bag.
his gas cooker.
You guys are joking. This is so close to home. So close to home.
He's got the bags of chips just lined up.
This is one of those cases where it's funny because it's true. It really is. It's so true.
Fuck. Oh,
I
God.
don't know about you, but I'm leaving.
Rub his hands together.
Puts on his hat.
Just casually puts on his little bomber jacket and walks out. Oh, and then he comes back in. She's like, oh, you're back. I forgot my keys. I forgot my keys.
Without a word, just straight up. Oh, fuck.
Boys,
We're ending it on that because
yeah.
my ribs are killing me now.
that's happened for the record.
I can just see.
Don't know about you, but I'm leaving. I'll see you in 3 days.
He's not quiet, but he knows.
It's true.
Alright, we'll wrap it. I'm just saying, dude, FIFA, you need to be on more.
No, we're going to organise a night.
Yeah,
We're going to
We
organise
do
a
it at
night.
night. Night's better because there's no lag.
come
And there's
past. When are you free?
no lag for you to excuse
when
about.
do you get fucked?
Like, it's raw. It's in there. You can't make excuses.
You're a dumb.
We'll turn the rain
Tell
off. So
me
it's gonna
a
rain.
night and I'll be there. Like, we'll do it.
What nights can you do it? Don't say any night, because I don't want you coming to mine and then going straight to work at fucking midnight.
Thursday night, Friday night.
Why
like,
not?
what? Thursday night, Friday night. What's going on?
You fucking hit us up.
Well, I can't do Friday night.
I haven't stopped playing FIFA in the last 2 weeks, man. Like, I'm fucking obsessed. But the only thing is I was saying to this guy, because I've kept playing with the one player through the season,
Massimo.
it gets
It was harder to adjust when
it's
you
hard
play
to adjust
full
to
team.
playing with a full team again because you know
Yeah.
you only control one player.
You're gonna fuck yourself when you come and play me.
Yeah, I know. I've got to start.
When you face the big Chelsea dogs.
Sure, it's dumbass.
Chelsea, you can't play anyone else
Little
because you're scared.
Massimo's
You
gonna
can't
be
play
lost.
anyone else because you're scared.
Maybe I'll start.
Little Massimo's gonna be lost in the big blue ocean at Chelsea.
No, maybe I'll start playing as a team again, like in the
You better,
thing.
bitch.
You're a dumbass. Anyway, all right, we'll wrap it up. Call it.
Took leverage out.